Good morning. Good Monday morning. June 23rd. So says the watch. How you guys doing this morning? What's happening? What is going on? What's going on? Let's get live on Instagram so I don't forget to do that today. Clicking all the buttons. How are you guys doing this morning? Pop it in the chat. Let me know what's up. How was your weekend? I was on the end of a power washer for most of it. Kevin Lee, good to see you. Wendy Lee is watching. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, it's early for you, Kevin. Good to see you. Thanks for jumping on. How was your weekend? Pop in the chat. How we're doing this morning? Colorado Deckscapes has joined us on Instagram. Good to see you. Pop in the chat. How you doing on a scale of 1 to 10? Thank you for joining us on what I call Live 365, where I go live every morning on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook to talk personal development, business development, and let people know that if they need coaching, I'm around. So I own a company called Summit Coaching and Consulting, and I help people, help entrepreneurs and contractors that are struggling with overwhelm in business and life. So there you go. How do you like me now? Alex Redmond is here, 9.5. Good to see you. Pop in the chat. How you doing on a scale of 1 to 10? Be like Dave Howard. He's a 9.5. Thanks for inviting more people, Dave, to the Summit Facebook group. I didn't check this morning. Maybe we're closer to 2,000 than we were yesterday. We were at 1975. That was a good year. Yesterday, so good morning, Josh Bigger. Just leaving the gym, probably. Bubba says, check back in 6 hours after driving these kids to Louisiana. Yeah. Bubba's taking like 36 kids to summer camp this week. Hopefully not all on the same bus. Good for you, Bubba. God bless you. Man. Oh, that's going to be fun. Good weekend, Kevin says. Summer left the chat. 55 degrees over here in Pacific Northwest. Yeah, Josh is a 10. Love to see it. Love to see it. Roy Dahl says, good morning, team. Coming in at a 9. Good to see it. Yeah, love it. Yeah, we did get the rest of the fence power washed yesterday. Pool is clean. Got that numbed, and got a few other tune-ups to do of the wedding venue. So over the next 6 weeks or so. Tolman is here with a 9.5. Even though we are wrapping up a 200K reno and the plumber left a pipe leaking last night, and we are now back at square one. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's not good. That's not good. Well, yeah, do what you got to do there. That's not a good thing. So get that cleaned up quick before somebody sees it. Yeah, water always finds a way, right? So crazy stuff. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're here, guys. We're going to pick back up on our talk about building culture in your company and building a good culture. And today, talk back about building trust and transparency. The cornerstone to a positive company culture. Okay, so trust is the foundation of any successful business. Would you agree? Yes, I would as well. So without it, you're just managing people. You don't have trust. You know, you've heard that expression, got to know, like, and trust, right? When you have trust, you're leading a team, right? When you don't, you're just bossing people around. So today we're going to dive into how trust and transparency aren't just the nice to haves. They're the pillars that will build a strong and sustainable company culture. Boom. There's my opener. How did you like it? Tolman, still a 9.5, though. All right, we'll take it. Matt Moore coming in at a 9 out of New Hampshire. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah. Trust is the cornerstone, right? Effective communication, collaboration, decision-making. Without trust, employees become disengaged. Those things disappear. People become unproductive. They're hesitant. They don't take risks. Trust encourages that open dialogue and fosters innovation, right? Let people grow and be who they want to be. All right. And allows employees to feel safe, share ideas, or even admit mistakes. Here comes Rachel. Good to see you. Yeah. How trust conforms culture. If you think about it, if you have a company that fosters trust, and allows employees to just collaborate freely, um, knowing they're going to be supported even if they make mistakes. Isn't that a place you'd want to work? Um, it encourages employees to be more invested in the company. They believe they're part of what's going on. As I always say, they're all pulling on the same end of the rope, right? And you got to have transparency, because that's what's going to foster the openness, right? If we have transparency, let me click this button here. Maybe the comments will show up better. Yeah, it sends when leadership is transparent, it just sends a strong message. Hey, we trust you with the truth. Here's what's going on with the company. And it also reduces gossip. It's like, if you don't control the narrative, they will, right? It keeps rumors from spreading. This is the way it is. If you have a question, got an open door, come on in and ask. Not a problem. Yeah. So how do you do that? How do you get that? How do you foster that transparency in your organization? And again, you don't have to be the owner. You could be a leader of a team. You could be on the team, right? Be open about challenges. Don't hide. Don't hide the challenges of bad news. Let people know. Share them with your team as soon as possible. I was talking with a fella this past week, and he was just taking too much on from the team, and his idea of being a good leader was just doing whatever they needed. And they never knew how disappointed he was in what was going on. I said, share that. Let him know. Be transparent. Explain your decisions. It doesn't mean that all of a sudden you're working for them. It just means that you're dealing them in, giving them the why behind the leadership decisions, right? And encourage that open dialogue. Create a culture where employees feel comfortable, where they can speak up without fear of retribution. Hey, thanks for your input. There's the door, right? We don't do that around here. Yeah. So some steps to build trust and transparency. Number one, first and foremost, lead by example. Tim Bartolini, good to see you. Good morning, my friend. Trust starts with leadership. You got to show transparency in your decisions and actions. Be open about what you know, okay? Be confident about it, and be willing to discuss it with people. Leading with transparency encourages people in your charge to follow suit. And then secondly, create opportunities for feedback, right? And mean it, right? Like, want to know what you think. Regularly solicit feedback from your team. Are you doing that? You should be. If you're not, you should be. And ensure that it's acted upon, or just say, hey, I appreciate that. That's a great idea. We might implement that at some point, but here's why we're not doing that right now. Okay. Or, hey, that's we've tried that and it didn't work, and here's why. That's okay. Just be honest. Be honest about mistakes too. No one's perfect. Mistakes might happen. Okay. But it's how you handle them, right? That's what matters the most. Be open when you make a mistake. Take responsibility for it. It's going to show your team that you're accountable, right? And they're valued, and their accountability is valid. All of that stuff. It's one big circle. Wendy's posting the links. Come check out our 2-day summit with Steve in Houston on July 14th and 15th. Had a few people sign up over the weekend. It's going to be great. The room's filling up. Loving it. Yeah, there's some real world examples of this culture stuff in companies, big companies that you guys are familiar with. Patagonia is one of them. They're known for their transparency and everything from their supply chain to their environmental impact. They regularly share successes and challenges with the public, not just with their team. And it's created this trusting internal culture that they have. Zappos is another one. Their leaders are committed to being open and approachable. They have an open door policy. It allows employees to share concerns and with leadership and without fear of retaliation. And by encouraging that open communication, open, honest communication, Zappos has built a culture that drives employee satisfaction and business success. So it's truly top down, right? It starts at the top, and they're putting that out there going, this is how we're going to operate. You've heard good things about Google and all that. People, places that are good places to work where they're focused on the team, So I challenge you this, as I always do, reflect on your own company's level of trust. Okay. Take a moment to think about where you work or the company that you own. And how much trust is present between leadership and employees? And are there areas where that could be improved? You might say, yeah, well, we're kind of doing it all right, but I'm going to improve that a little bit. Could you identify one area where you could be more transparent with your team, or maybe even create that situation where maybe they didn't even ask, you're just going to share something, whether it's about the decision-making process or goals or whatever. Find a way to open the lines of communication and build trust. Okay. Otherwise, people they're just working in a vacuum. They don't know what's going on. And then set a feedback routine. Regularly reach out and look for feedback. One-on-ones, monthly reviews, monthly surveys, whatever, quarterly performance reviews, whatever they are. Create a routine for soliciting feedback and showing the employees that you value their input. So it's really not rocket science, guys. When you think about it, you're like, oh, geez, Bob, that's all pretty basic stuff. Yeah, it is. Do you do it? Probably not. Do you want to be successful? Do some of the things that I'm talking about. Trust isn't built overnight, guys, but it's the bedrock of any thriving business. A very trustworthy, trusting environment. When you lead with transparency and consistently build trust with your team, you'll create an environment where people feel valued. Simple as that. They're going to feel heard. Thanks, Dave. They're going to feel empowered. They want to do the job. They're going to, whatever. They're just going to have some pride in their environment. They're going to bend over and pick up that piece of trash on the floor instead of walk by it. Just one simple thing, right? When people feel that way, they give their best. They just give their best. Lincoln Shaffey said, trust is built with consistency. Trust is built with consistency. Right. It takes a long time to build trust, right? And it can be destroyed in a heartbeat. That simple. So if you're committed to building trust and transparency in your company, drop a fist pump in the chat. If this was impactful for you today or you took a nugget from it, please share it out. Okay. It's Monday. Let's see if we can get 5 shares today. I don't know. You guys that share it regularly, I appreciate you. It takes 2 seconds. I'm on here every day. This is day, I don't know, close to 180, 179 maybe. Geez, we're almost halfway through the year. So, and I've been here every single day. So if you've been able to glean something from what we've done here, all I ask is you share it out. Invite people to our summit Facebook, private Facebook page. If you're a member, you have the ability to invite. Please do that. Make sure it's somebody that's going to be a good person in the group, because if they're not, we show them the door. Check out the YouTube channel. Rachel says, take people out for lunch. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. He kept moving on me. It's amazing how that helps. Yeah. Build trust and communication. Just commit to it. Dive into, what would you want from, as an employee? Like, don't forget like where you came from too, because we all probably worked at a lower level at some point. What were the things that would have made you happier when you worked somewhere, or when you were, as I always say, punching the clock, right? Somebody taking an interest, somebody asking you what you think. It doesn't cost anything to do that stuff, guys, and it goes a long ways. Bubba's checking in with a foot. Well, I'm sure we'll see some beach stuff this week. SBSN, share Bob stuff now. I like it. Thanks, Dave. Yep. I beat on you guys about sharing, and then like, oh, Dave shared my shit. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. If you know somebody that should be here every morning, just invite them. Hey, flip this on at 8. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. It doesn't matter. Coming at you every single day, 8 a.m. Yeah, Mike Nunez is checking in on Instagram. Good to see you, Mike. Coffee number 3 today. Don't have the sleep score because I didn't charge the ring, so we'll have to do that today. But yeah, I was up and down all night. I don't know how you can be that tired. Like, I was done. We tried to watch a little bit of the game 7. I think we might have made it to halftime, but I think I slept most of the second quarter. I slept long. I was awake to see Halliburton. I don't know if he did it or not, but to me, it looked like a ruptured ACL. I mean, a ruptured Achilles. And that never good. 2 of those in the NBA season, and one 2 of those in one NBA season with Jason Tatum and Halliburton. That's crazy. So yeah, Dave Howard, appreciate you being here. Thanks, buddy. But anyway, so we crashed out. Pretty busy weekend. A lot of heat, a lot of fresh air, a lot of sun. I said to Wendy, "Want some sunscreen?" Nope. She's browning right out. She said the girl in the ad on the wedding dress had a tan. So I said, "Well, I'm gonna be about as white as they come either way." So nobody in my family tans. We just burn and then reburn. So, but if you're getting out in the sun, do wear some sunscreen. Guys, build that trust and transparency in your company. And, hey, if leadership isn't doing it, take it upon yourself. And maybe you spark something in them, and don't be surprised if you end up in a leadership role if you pay attention to some of these things, okay? And then the real bad thing could happen is that you end up owning your own business. And then you'll be messed up for life. You'd be an entrepreneur. Oh, God. So going to have some heat this week. Let's look here. I want to check this, read these temps off to you guys. This week, extreme heat watch. High temps for the week starting today, 88, 95, 87, 74, 71. So Thursday, Friday cools back off, but boy, we got a scorcher coming in here tomorrow, 95 degrees. It's one of my busier days on the phone, so I'll probably do most of that right here. That's okay. Maybe we'll head over to the pool in the early evening and cool down and chill out. So, but anyway, guys, have a great week. Hopefully you did a little work over the weekend to line up your week this week, get things prepped. Maybe you meal prepped, maybe you time blocked. You ought to know what you're doing today. You should already be squaring up on it. Get out there and kick some ass and take some names. All right. We ain't here for no sightsee. We're trying to get some things done. Right. Get back over to my comments. Yeah. Those went off. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, if you need me, you know where to find me. If I can help you, let me know. Wendy's got the links in there for a 30-minute strategy call. Would love to see somebody take advantage of that. Let me know if I can help you. Hop on and check out Tyler Kirk's website, Legacy Media. Check out Bailey's Instagram, 21 Digital. Would love for somebody to contact her and say, hey kid, your dad said you were good at this. Help me out. Alex Redmond said he sold a $30K job on Saturday. On Saturday? We don't work Saturdays, Alex. Oh, wait. Good for you, man. Congrats. And I think Bill is he headed out today? I think he's headed out today for his big trip, so that's great. Yeah, Rachel says, hydrate, drink more coffee. That's what that means, right, Rachel? Good to see you, Phil Atham, on Instagram. We're going to be watching here as the MLB draft comes up. We're pretty excited over here, so NPC Main Muscle Classic joined us on Instagram. Good to see you guys. Guys, I'm here every day at 8. We usually have a few laughs. There's Bill Gustafson. We have a few laughs and drop some nuggets about personal development, business development. And if that doesn't interest you, just come for the chat because that's always a good time. He's Italy bound. Yeah, he's right above you in my comments. So, yeah. Anyway, Bill, safe travels. Yeah, great job to Alex selling a job over the weekend. Wendy's putting the links in. You guys that I coach one-on-one, if you need adjustments to your schedule, hit the ninja up early. She's got some stuff going on today. So busy week going on around here. Fired up for some things. I got coaching calls today. The daily sales accelerator every single day at 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern. I believe Steve Rosenberg is handling today's daily sales accelerator call. And he's fired up about that. And it's a mindset Monday. Tuesdays, we handle objections. Wednesdays, we talk revenue. Thursdays, we do sales role plays. It's a lot of fun. We have some laughs, but everybody gets better. And then Friday is free reign Friday. So whatever you want to talk about, if you've got something cooking, bring it to the group. We'll help you figure it out. Coffee, then water. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Check out the links in the comments, guys. Support the people that support me. I don't have any, skin in the game, or I don't have any sponsors. I just, I like to promote people that who are doing good things in business. You're always welcome to post your company website or link here. Okay. If there's some way I can help you or get you out to to the community that I have and that I've created. Happy to do that because I truly believe a rising tide lifts all boats. So with that, I'll let you go. Have a great day. Do something for someone else. Ask yourself who needs more of you. Okay. Who needs to hear from you? And if you're struggling, that's a great way to get out of that funk too, is like, who can I help? And sometimes helping someone else is the best way to help yourself. So again, if I can help you in any way, please reach out. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. All right. See you guys. Take care.